Alright guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be having another look at Smug Puppy. Now I looked on their YouTube channel the other day and I thought, hold on, looks like they've quit doing paranormal videos, because it was just them kind of doing some like challenge videos and, you know, like family games videos and that. I thought, oh, okay, maybe they've given it up. So I went over onto TikTok and lo and behold, they're still prolific as ever on there. So we're going to be taking a look at a few of their most recent paranormal videos. Those of you that don't know who Smug Puppy are, apparently they live in the most haunted house in the world. They have things being thrown at them. They get possessed. There's shadows moving here, there and everywhere. You name it, these guys get it in their house. So I've screen captured a few of their videos so I can put it into my editing software and we can slow it all down and I can explain to you how they're doing it. Because obviously it isn't real, it's a load of old tosh. But yeah, reading through their comments, there's still so many people in there that believe everything that these guys are putting out on TikTok. So without further ado, let's grab the old phones and let's just dive straight in.
Yeah, I had to buy that again because
cat food.
Yeah, every time I put it out for the hedgehogs in the garden.
Yeah.
And the cats keep coming and eating it.
Well, it's cat food.
Yeah, but they're supposed to have that.
I know, they're not going to guard against.
Okay, why would you be recording this for a start? Totally random. You can tell that it's just been set up.
I'm sure that said Neil.
What?
Priority notifications, missed call. Neil. Who the?
I don't know.
But there's no number.
I don't know.
It's just blank in.
I don't know.
Well, how do we know? You're not showing us the phone screen.
I don't either. What are you barking at?
That sounded like a big lorry going past. You could hear the vibrations of it. That's what set the dogs off.
Oh dear.
Oh, my mouth's dead dry. What?
Neil.
Okay, so you can hear by the the ambience of the room and the sound of the ringing that the phone is actually ringing, and you can see on the screen there it's got the little slider that you can answer the call. So the phone is ringing.
Hang on, put it on speaker.
Okay, so as soon as he said he puts it on speakers, you can hear a clip, like a little pop of the audio, and this is where he's added the overlay.
Where's Kaylee? She's here. It's that Kaylee.
I don't think so.
Kaylee, it's me! What the Hello? What the
What is going?
And what gives that away is the beep, beep, beep at the end. That was added in post, that beep, beep, beep. It was too direct. It was too clean. It sounded like it had been... It sounds like it's been added in post. Listen to the beep, beep, beep again. Headphones if you've got them. That beep, beep, beep is like studio quality. And it doesn't sound like it's been recorded through the microphone of the camera, which is on them right now. Like if you listen to their voices, like in his voice especially, there should be quite a lot of bass in his voice because he's got a low voice. But there was actually more bass on that beep, beep, beep. Because it was added in.
What the
What is going on?
That did sound like me.
Chills.
My hair's... What the hell? Did you hear that noise as well? Oh my god. Oh my god, look at the hairs on me. Oh.
Yeah, it's easy. He just gets somebody to ring his phone, so the phone rings, and then he's just added in audio over the top. Oh dear. That was an easy debunk. Next.
I can hear something. Yeah.
So straight away I can hear a whispering overlay that he's added over the top. And I know this because if you're listening through headphones, you can kind of visualize the noise. It's coming right through the center of the speakers. It's far too mono.
Not really, want to go in.
Yeah, and it sounds totally separate from his voice. His voice sounds really low quality, but yet the whispers are really, really high quality. So you can tell that it's not being recorded through that camera. It's been added in post.
Something in the bathroom. What is that noise? What the?
So he's got his daughter Kaylee to dress up in a cloaked, hooded figure with weird hands.
Jesus Christ! Look, nothing here.
So if we go to just before he picks up the camera, if we go forward a few frames here, there's a cut just here, these 2 frames here. This is where there's a cut, literally just before he picks up the camera. And you want to know how there's a cut? If you look at the floor here, the light changes. See? If I go back, forward, back, forward, you see where the light changes? Because the light outside has slightly changed. So Kaylee would have been around the other side of this wall in a stupid costume, peeked around the corner, they would have cut the camera, Kaylee would have come out of there, moved out the way, and then the shot would have continued. But you can see here, this is where they've cut. All the frames before, no shadow. If we go forward, that's where the cut is, and then the shadow stays there. So it's recorded at 2 separate times. And if we go back here, he's actually got the camera on a tripod.
Noise.
But he's added this effect onto the shot where it moves. You can actually automate it so it looks like you're holding the camera and not holding the camera totally steady. But he's actually got it on a tripod, so the shot is completely still, but he's just edited in the picture to move so it looks like he's actually holding it. So she peeks back around the corner, and then there's a cut. There's the cut as soon as she dips back around the other side of the corner.
What the?
See? You even see a little jolt in the camera, and he tries to try and time it up with when he, moves the camera forward. Now, usually he adds in these little shadow figures peeking around the corner, but you can actually tell that there is actually somebody here. Yeah, you can tell by the way the shadow and everything on the frame here comes in, and the way the light is touching the fingers here. It would be way too much for him to edit this in, edit a shadow figure in. For it to look this good, there would actually have to be someone round that corner, and you can kind of see that it's the same height as Kaylee, and the shoulders are not very broad. This is definitely a female with a hoodie and a stupid mask on. But yeah, the cut gives it away, mate. Busted. Sorry. Next.
Wolfie, you knocked yourself.
Okay, so that stopped completely dead there. So look at the way it moves here. It kind of stops dead and it kind of jumps. See that jump there? If we go back, it's got almost like sunk into the floor there, and then boop, and then it pops back up. This is done by masking. So essentially they've just got 2 videos playing here. They've overlaid both videos together. One of them would have just swiped it off the table and it would just cut them out of the picture. Simple to do. It all moves pretty smooth coming off the table. That's fine, that's fine. And then that frame there, boop. It's just a very unnatural pop into that position. You'll watch it in real time and you'll be able to notice it even more now.
Wolfie.
See it? Oh, it looks so crap. I'll actually zoom in so it makes it easier for you to see.
Wolfie.
See, if it's zoomed in, it looks even worse. Again.
Wolfie.
And if we look up here, you can actually see the shadow of them pushing it off the table. Look here. You can see all this movement here. That's the shadow in the table of them pushing it off the table. And then it moves, and then it moves, and then pop. Literally done with my... Look, you can see the floor where they've cut around. Where they've cut around the case here, look. You can see the floor moving. Look, you can see the whole floor shifting. Look at it. You can see there's kind of a perfect square cut around it here. Oh, dear me. The floor, the patterns in the floor shouldn't be moving, guys. Again, just 2 videos playing at the same time, and he's just cut around this part. So my guess is Kaylee's just there moving it with her arm, and they've just cut her out of the shot. To be fair, it would have looked a lot cleaner if they had actually used some magician's wire for this, and then you wouldn't have all these crappy artifacts where you've done the masking.
Leave it alone. Not been bloody over that far.
Oh my, did you see how bad it was that time? Look at it. Look at the big square cut out here. Oh god. I swear he's got lazy. I swear his masking didn't used to be this bad. Look at it. You can see the whole square cut around it in the floor. That is so bad. Oh dear, oh dear. Next.
Another camera Kaylee's holding. I can definitely feel it.
I'm scared.
Huh?
I'm scared.
Well, I'm red hot, but it's freezing cold around here.
You alright?
Oh, I don't feel very well.
He's acted his pants. But you can see all he's done here. You can see this like shadow thing that's kind of entering his body. All he's done here is got a green screen shadow. Added it into the image, removed the green screen, turn the opacity down, and it looks like there's some dark mass entering his body. So easy to do.
You alright?
Oh, I don't feel very well.
Dad? Dad? Your face!
You can see... See his eyes? See the eyes shaking there because he's got like a face morph effect on his face. Let's zoom in. See his eye? You see the eye shake like that? It's because it was having trouble tracking his face. The face morphing effect that he put on there. You see when he transitions from the overlay face into his own, he looks like Phil Mitchell. There, you can see where the eyes go all weird there. It's because it's not perfectly tracking his face when it's doing the morphing effect. And you see all the artifacting going on around his face here. Look, see the pattern on the pillow there is all still around here, but the closer you go into his face, it all starts artifacting, and that's because of the effect that he's putting on his face with the face morph. Phil Mitchell. All right, bruv.
No. Dad? Okay. Oh no.
And now he's pretending to be sick in a bucket. You can see in the bin that nothing. He's not actually thrown anything up. There's nothing in there. And you would hear the vomit hitting the inside of the bag. You can't hear anything. Just him going into a bin. Oh, God. Somebody put in the comments, do you guys need help? Yeah, I think they do. He's trying not to laugh.
Are you okay?
I'm not doing that again.
Where's the vomit in the bag? There's nothing there. What are you wiping your mouth for?
What happened?
Your face completely changed. You reached out for me.
Well, next. See, he's starting to put these little video effects in there. See? Those little video transition effects, he's adding these in to hide things. See, he put one in as soon as this cloud thing started coming around the corner.
What the fuck?
I actually think he might have done this using AI. Yeah, it would have took him far too long to green screen edit this one in. Far too long. He's used AI to do this. You notice the little glitch effect there then? As the black mass disappeared, that's to hide a cut. Okay, so that hand that's grabbing her ankle is actually there. You can see because it leaves the white imprints on her ankle there. So Matey Boy's just going to be laid under the bed with that black glove on from earlier. You know, the one that Kaylee was wearing where she peeked around the corner. She had those black gloves on. It's the same gloves, the exact same gloves. So he would have just been under the bed. Well, not actually because he wouldn't fit under the bed, would he? But he would be laid at the bottom of the bed, the foot of the bed, and just wrapped his arm round under the bed and grabbed her ankle. It's ridiculous. I can't believe people still believe this. Somebody in the comments here, look, allow good to come to you, call upon the Lord Jesus. I mean, come on. There are a lot of people in there calling it bullshit, but there's still so many people that still believe this. Yeah, that's definitely old matey boy there with the big glove on. Yeah, it leaves the imprint on her ankle, so it's definitely there. So, yeah, like I said, him at the foot of the bed with his arm underneath it, just grabbing her ankle. Next. Yeah, I'm not totally convinced that that bang actually happened in real time. I think this is a bang that they've recorded in post and just added it in. So she's basically reacting to nothing and they're just adding in the sounds around her. So she reacted before the sound even happened then? She was already going before it even started happening? Yeah, they were added in as well. You can hear the volume, the overlay of the banging. You can hear the volume at the tail end of it. It cuts out too sharply. You can tell that he's put a volume curve at the end of that sound that he's added in. It sounds very unnatural. You have to listen carefully with headphones, but you can hear it. Yeah, it's like a sharp volume curve at the end of that banging. It's added in. She's just walking around pretending to react to stuff that's not there, and they're just adding it in after the fact. Oh god, that looked bad. That was definitely added in. Let's zoom in and take a closer look at that. So because there's not a locked off camera here, she's actually holding the camera, so she can't keep the camera totally still. So it's really hard to add in these hands coming around the corner. That's why it looks like it's like shifting and moving around. You can see like the hand was wobbling on the frame because it wasn't tracking it properly. See, if we go back and forward here like this. You can tell it's not actually a hand gripping round. It's been added in. You can see it kind of moving about because it's not being tracked properly. Let's go back. So that's just somebody stood out the front door, opening the door and just pushing it open. Somebody is stood around this corner here. That's why the computer chair is blocking out this part of the doorway. So somebody can just stand behind the corner there and just move the gate with their hand. Easily done. just has something tied to the door. Just pulled it shut.
What's wrong? Whoa. Calm down. Go back. Where's your brother? Miss?
And that's it, guys. So yeah, I think they've got lazier with their editing. Some of the masking slips there and everything were terrible. I think they've just got to the point where they don't really care, but they know a lot of people are gonna call it out as rubbish. But there's, looking through their comments, there's still many people that still believe everything that they're putting out here as evidence of a haunting. But yeah, to me, they seem to have got lazier with their editing. I mean, that was very underwhelming, that last video. I mean, you just stood around the corner, opened the gate, or stood outside the front door and pushed it open. So yeah, when I went onto their YouTube channel to check out what they've been up to recently, I thought, oh, looks like they're giving up the paranormal. But going over onto TikTok, no, they're still over there. And I mean, they still do get decent views, so why would they stop? But yeah, a lot of people in the comments are cottoning on now that it's a load of rubbish. But yeah, unbelievably, there's still a great big chunk of people that still believe all of this. I don't know how, but it is what it is, I guess. So yeah, please do leave your thoughts and your comments down below. Did you ever think Smug Puppy was real? Have you recently realised that everything they do is fake? I mean, you just have to catch them faking once, don't you? And you know everything else they're making is fake as well. But yeah, not impressed. Seems like they're getting a bit lazy with it, to be honest. So yeah, please do like, share and subscribe if you are new. I do multiple videos like this weekly. And yeah, take care everyone. Do enjoy your weekend and I will catch up with you very soon.